are going to be seeing Dark Templar from Bisu. We are going to be seeing Corsair Dark Templar, which is going to be very exciting. Looks like Effort is putting down a 4th hatchery. And this is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure Effort's going to be going for Mutalisks. I'm not sure how effective the Mutalisks are going to be. Corsairs are so devastating against Mutalisks, especially once you reach the sort of critical mass. And what I mean by critical mass is once the Protoss player manages to amass 6 or 7 Corsairs, it becomes very difficult to stop with any sort of air units. And they can kill overlords like nothing. And it's very dangerous for the Zerg player, so Effort's going to need to stand his toes and have exceptional Mutalisk micro and Scourge micro if he's going to be able to counter those Corsairs from Bisu. This is really interesting, actually. If I had not seen that Spire there, I would totally guess that this was a Hydralisk build from Effort, but I have not seen a Hydralisk den for Effort. I'm certain he's going to be going for Mutalisks. I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. Even with all these hatcheries, I'm really not sure at this point. The game is sort of even right now. Effort did an excellent job with that early harass. He's been able to pick up 2 expansions at once, and that is definitely going to put him in a strong economic position to stay in this game. But I'm not sure how I feel about this tactic. I'm not sure if he has... man, I have not seen a single... This is bizarre. You know, I think Effort is going for all Zerglings at this point. I have not seen... I think he got the Spire just for Scourge. So we're not going to be seeing Mutalisks. We're going to be seeing Zerglings Scourge. That's interesting, to say the least. I'm not sure how effective that's going to be. In fact, I don't think that's a good idea. Looks like he is getting the Hydralisk den down now, so maybe we will be seeing Hydralisks after all, but I'm not sure how I feel about this build of Efforts. I'm not sure how I feel about the timing. I'm not sure how I feel about what he's done so far. He does have Mutalisks out now, but I'm really not sure what Effort is trying to do here. I can't help but feel, I don't know, maybe he faltered in his build order or something. He has a lot of Mutalisks out now, so I'm not really sure. Effort looking as lovely as ever there, concentrating. Man, he's a weird-looking kid. He looks like an alien, doesn't he? And Bisu with Zealots running all over. Looks like the Zealots are going to take out that Sunken Colony at Effort's southern expansion. That's going to be big trouble for Effort. Effort might lose a lot of drones at that southern expansion there. Looks like Effort has managed to clean those Zealots up with those Mutalisks. And Bisu looks like he's still warping those Corsairs in. He's got the Templar Archives down now. I haven't seen any Dark Templar or High Templar form yet, but I think the High Templar are only a matter of time because Bisu's going to want those Archons to be able to deal with the Mutalisks. It looks like Effort's going in for an attack here on Bisu's main. Bisu only has a couple cannons there and a couple Corsairs. I don't think Effort's going to be able to manage to do much. There's a lot of Corsairs there. Bisu needs to micro those Corsairs. Bisu loses some Corsairs there to those Scourge. That's going to be a big deal. And Bisu is trying to set down that expansion and the mineral only down behind his main base. Of course, one of the signature marks of this map is that expansion behind your base. And it could be very interesting from these two players. And we're going to have to see what happens here. It looks like Bisu just, Bisu, man, Effort's still doing a great job of harassing that mineral only behind Bisu's main base. Bisu now coming in with these Corsairs, he's going to drive these Mutalisks and these Scourge off. Bisu does have a shuttle out, he does have Dark Templar, and it looks like Bisu is going to go for a Dark Templar drop to counter at Effort's northern expansion, and Effort does have an Overlord there. He is going to spot that Dark Templar, excuse me. Looks like Bisu has another Dark Templar going into the Effort's other expansion, so Effort is losing a lot of drones here to this Dark Templar. Bisu is going to lose that Dark Templar, but not before taking out a significant number of Effort's drones. That is going to put Effort economically behind. Bisu does have an Archon now. I'm sure he's going to get more, and Archons, as you know, are absolutely devastating against Mutalisks. They are tailor-made to slaughter Mutalisks by the boatload. And, I mean, that's a big force of Hydralisks, or excuse me, a big force of Mutalisks. But with those combined Corsairs and Archons, I think Bisu is going to be able to handily deal with those Mutalisks. Obviously, Mutalisks are very agile. Those Scourge are going in. The Scourge are not successful in taking out any Corsairs this time. Corsairs just ripping those Scourge apart before they can get to them. And that's what I'm talking about, critical mass Corsairs. Bisu has reached critical Corsair mass. Looks like he loses one Corsair there. It's not going to be a big blow for him, however. And he has reached critical mass Corsairs, which means he's going to be very deadly against this Air Force of Efforts. And I can't help but feel that this Air Force gamut of Efforts has failed. I'm really not sure. I think Bisu's in a very strong position in this game. Effort hasn't been able to manage to harass effective harasses as he's wanted to. Bisu's moving some zealots up around the map. These zealots are going to get taken out by these mutalisks. Effort was still with Zerglings on the ground as well. But again, Bisu just has a lot of High Templar, a lot of Archons, and those Dark Templar were very successful in their harass. And now that Bisu is his mineral only down, I think he's going to be in a strong position. However, Bisu, it is important to note that Bisu does not have a third gas. That third gas is critical in ZVP play for the Protoss player. But I still think Bisu is going to be in a strong position to to take this game. Looks like Bisu is going to move his army into the middle of the map. These Zerglings are going to probably take that lone Zealot out. Looks like Effort is going into a harass Bisu's mineral only. Bisu doesn't have a lot of defense of that mineral only. It looks like Effort is trying to set up an expansion at that 1 o'clock position. Bisu does spot that 1 o'clock expansion going up. He's going to know what's going on up there, and he's probably going to send his army to attack it. Looks like Bisu is pushing into Effort's side of the map. He's going to push on Effort's southern expansion. Effort does have a couple sunken colonies there, but I don't know how effective those are going to be. Bisu actually not with a whole lot of forces, numerically speaking, but of the forces he does have, they're extremely effective. Couple Zealots and Archon, some High Templar, and it looks like, oh, a big group of Lurkers getting stormed just as they hatch for Effort. Effort losing a ton of units there, and that is going to be a big deal. Effort has just lost a ton of units in that attack from Bisu, and the Effort is in a lot of trouble now. I think this is GG for Effort. He's going to lose this expansion. He has nothing to stop this big army of Bisu's, and yeah, Effort's in a lot of trouble getting those Mutalisks stormed. They're losing them all. And Psionic Storm is showing how effective an Effort GG's. He knows there's no way back in him for that. Bisu comfortably takes game 2. So that's Bisu's 2 for 0 right now, ripping CJ Entus apart. And I'm not sure who Bisu's going to be facing next. I'm hoping we're going to be seeing Bisu versus Savior in this game. Savior is out of the MSL at the time this game is played, but we'll have to see. Thanks for listening, guys. This has been Vano coming at you from the zone. I'm seeing Game 3 of CJ Entus versus SKT1. Thanks. Take care.
자신감 있게 예전에 김정우 선수가 승승장구할 때처럼 그때의 모습으로 밀어붙였으면 분명히 저걸링이 들어가서 프로브는 못 잡았습니다만 테크트리를 늦춰놓은 이런 그 이득은 있거든요. 그 이득을 바탕으로 타이트하게 이제 테크트리 상으로 상대방을 물리칠 수도 있는 거였는데 그런 점이 안 좋아.